So welcome everyone to the Let's Crack the Gate initiative taken by the TQ faculties. My name is Kranti. So currently I am working as an assistant professor at Ujjain Engineering College and I have the 3+ years of teaching experience under this TQ3 project. So this is our lecture number 1 for the topic string in the C. So let's see what is the outline for the today's class. So first we'll discuss about the string versus the character array. Then we'll see how we can do the initialization of the string. Then we'll see how we can read and display the string from the console and on the console. Okay. Then we'll see more about the percentage format specifier and about the getS and putS function. So let's start our today's session. Okay, so let's start with our today's lecture. So if we have the statement like this, so this is int array of 5. So what does this statement indicate? So this is the array of integer element. तो ये कैसे allocate हो जाएगा? Suppose this is the block and the 5 consecutive block has been reserved. Index start होगा 1 2 0 1 2 3 and 4, right? So total 5 block. This ARR holds the base address of our array, right? So let's say the base address starts from the 1000 location, so this ARR is going to hold the 1000. This group of integer elements stored in the integer array. So similar to this we have the concept of character array. So let's see, this is the statement character, then the name of that character array, and let's see we are passing some size. So similar to this integer array, this character array str is going to have the 5 blocks, right? So these are the 5 blocks, same as our integer array. The index for the first block is 0 1 2 3 and 4. This name str is going to hold what? The base address of this character array, right? So let's see, the base address start from the 2000 and this str is going to hold the 2000, right? One more thing, that the size of this one element or one character is 1 byte. ठीक है, तो अगर ये 2000 है तो ये क्या हो जाएगा 2001. दिस इज 2002. 1000 for the second element that is present at the first location, we can so the first location whose address is the base address plus 1. For the second element the base address or for the second element the starting address is base address plus 2, right, and so on. So this one dimensional array, or we can say this character array many times, so this character array many times called as a strings, right? So the string constants are nothing but the one dimensional character array. ओके तो ये याद रखना है सबको कि स्ट्रिंग्स क्या होता है, दिस इज वन डायमेंशनल कैरेक्टर एरे. बट इसमें और एक कंडीशन होती है कि ये टर्मिनेट होगा वन स्पेशल सिंबल /0 से, जिसे हम बोलते हैं नल कैरेक्टर. ओके, सो वन मोर थिंग, दिस /0 is not same as 0 because the ASCII of this /0 is 0. ठीक है, so this /0 is not as a 0, so these are actually the two character but it is considered as a single character while interpreting. Okay, so the ASCII of this /0 is 0. So whenever we are declaring any character array, the size of this character array must be greater than whatever the length of the actual string plus 1. So why we want the plus 1? Because we want to store the null character. And what is the use of this null character? So it is used to identify the end of string, right? So let me write this, it is act as a end point. ठीक है. सो इट इज यूज्ड टू आइडेंटिफाई द एंड पॉइंट. तो स्ट्रिंग्स के लिए हमें क्या क्या याद रखना है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, द स्ट्रिंग्स आर नथिंग बट अ वन डायमेंशनल कैरेक्टर एरे which is terminated by the special symbol called the null character. The ASCII value of this null character is 0 and this null character is used as a endpoint. Okay. Okay, so let's see how we can declare any string variable. So we know that the string variables or the string constants are basically the one dimensional character array. तो यहाँ पे हमें क्या करना होगा, एक character array declare करना होगा. So it is like char and the name of that character. So inside this bracket we need to pass the size and semicolon. So this is the way we can declare the string variable. So this is the size of our block, this is the variable name, right, and this is the data type. So when we write this statement, तो क्या हो जाएगा, in a backend, so when we write this statement, so internally this, ये जो name है इस नाम का क्या हो जाएगा, एक array create हो जाएगा, right, and जो भी इसका starting address है say 1000, that 1000 save हो जाएगा इस name नाम के variable में, and where this 1000 is going to point, so this 1000 is going to point our first location, right. So one more thing, when we are declaring any string variable, so always make character longer than the string, है ना. So यहाँ पे size क्या दिया है, 4 दिया है. That means this 4 is not actually the actual length of our string. So actual length हो जाएगी 3. And एक जो block बचा है, so this block we are going to use to store the special symbol that is our null character, right. तो जो भी size है, that -1 is represent the maximum length of any string which we want to store. Let's see how we can do the initialization of the string variable, right. So first declare the string variable, say str name of 4. So one way is, while declaring the string variable, pass the string into the double quote. So let's say here only I am passing this word CAC and semicolon. The second way is, we can skip this size. So we can write the statement something like this, right. So in the first statement here I am passing the size for this particular array, character array name with a 4, but yes, we can skip that. And the third way to initialize this character array is, so we can write something inside this curly bracket. So when we are writing the string inside the curly bracket, we have to pass each character one by one. So in a single quote we need to pass the each character, which is the separated by the comma. Additionally we need to pass this special symbol null character, right. So here we are assigning this string constant into the character array, right. So internally this thing will be look like this. So internally there will be one array is created with the 4 block. Initial, at the first location there will be C, on the second location the S is being stored, and then E, and finally it is terminated by the special symbol. This name is going to hold the base address of this character array, right. So here if you observe, we have not passed any null character, है ना, but by default C will append that null character into the actual array. Similarly, in the second statement, here compiler itself identify the total character. So here the length of this character string is 3. So compiler automatically create the size of block 4 inside the memory, right? And same this compiler will assign the /0 at the end of the string. And in the last statement, here we are explicitly passing the 0, and at each individual index the particular or the respective character is being stored. So if you observe these three things, so all these three things are same. Whenever we are giving this size while declaring the array, so at that time we need to be very careful, because we want one extra location to store this null character, right? So let's observe, so let's discuss the three cases. What will happen if we have the different string length with our size? The short length string. Okay, so short length string means what? So let's see, this is our character array name with size 5 and the actual string length is CSE. ठीक है, तो as the size is 5, तो 5 ब्लॉक allocate हो जाएंगे like this. So 5 ब्लॉक रिजर्व हो जाएंगे like this. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And CSE इसमें क्या हो जाएगा, 1 by 1 इसमें allocate हो जाएगा. Okay. After this, the remaining, so this statement is null character and remainings are automatically compiler will assign the null, है ना. And ये जो name था, so the array name is going to hold the base address. If the base address is 1000, so this name is going to hold the 1000. So in such case, when we have the short length string initializer, right? So and the remaining characters जितने भी है till whatever size we have specified, जो compiler इसे null character assign कर देगा. So this is our case 1. Let's see our case number 2. So our case number 2 is about when we have the long length string. So long length string मतलब क्या कि let's say we have the array whose size is say 2 and we are assigning the string, say this is CSE, right? तो in this case अब array का actual size क्या है, 2 ब्लॉक है, right? And this is our first, this is the second block, and let's say the initial address is 1000. This name variable is going to hold this base address, right? Now this C and ये C क्या हो जाएगा, असाइन हो जाएगा. ये जो रिमेनिंग है, जो E था एंड स्लैश था, सो रेस्ट पार्ट जो है वो क्या हो जाएगा, ट्रंकेट हो जाएगा and will get some unpredictable behavior. ठीक है. So अगर if we have the long length string for the initialization and जो actual size है अपने actual size है array का, if it is less than this, so that time the remaining part है that will be truncated. So here we have this extra part जो कि क्या हो जाएगा, truncate हो जाएगा. And some compiler will give us the output and as a CS, but for some compiler definitely we cannot say what will be the output in those cases. So that's why the output is what, unpredictable. So let's analyze the third and last case. So the last case is when we have the equal length initializer. This is the case number 3, and this case number 3 is about when we have the equal length initializer. मतलब क्या कि सपोज अपनी जो स्ट्रिंग है दैट इज नेम, इसका साइज है 3 एंड एक्चुअल स्ट्रिंग है उसका भी साइज क्या है से 3। ठीक है, तो अब इन दिस केस अपने को पता है व्हाट वी नो दैट जो भी एरे का साइज होगा दैट मस्ट बी ग्रेटर देन 1, whatever the size of string plus 1, right? Why? Because we want to store one extra character, that is null character. But in this case what is the size? The size is equal to the size of string. So let's draw this thing. So okay, so CSC यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा, assign हो जाएगा. So this is our first block, second block and third block. So yes, this is the name of that array and this is going to hold the base address. So let's say the base address is 1000, so this name is going to hold the 1000. But यहाँ पे again क्या हो गया, the compiler is not able to put this null character because this array is not having the block to hold this thing. So same यहाँ पे हो जाएगा system का unpredictable behavior. So this is an unpredictable behavior. So when we have the okay, so when we have the short length initializer, in that case our program will get successfully compiled and जो भी आउटपुट होगा वो अपने को आ जाएगा and the remaining जो भी जितने भी ब्लॉक्स है वहाँ पे कंपाइलर null character insert कर देगा. ओके, इन द लॉन्ग लेंथ इनिशियलाइजर जो भी रिमेनिंग पार्ट है, जितना एरे का साइज होगा वहाँ तक क्या हो जाएगा, डेटा इसमें ऐड होता जाएगा, बट जो रिमेनिंग पार्ट है दैट विल गेट ट्रंकेटेड, मतलब वो क्या होगा, रिमूव हो जाएगा. एंड सिस्टम का बिहेवियर है इसमें भी अनप्रिडिक्टेबल, राइट. सो एंड द थर्ड केस व्हेन वी हैव द इक्वल लेंथ इनिशियलाइजर, सो जैसे कि यहाँ पे 3 एरे का साइज है एंड 3 ही अपने स्ट्रिंग का लेंथ है, तो वी नो दैट कि यहाँ पे नल कैरेक्टर असाइन नहीं किया है, राइट. सो अगेन यहाँ पे कंपाइलर विल बिहेव एज अ अनप्रिडिक्टेबल. Okay, so there is one property that we cannot modify the string literal. So let's see what does this statement means. So whenever we are declaring any character array like this, so let's say 4 and here we are passing one string literal. ठीक है, so this is what our string literal and we are passing this string literal into one character array. तो बैकग्राउंड में सो इंटरनली ये कैसे सेव हो रहा है, सो इंटरनली द कंपाइलर विल क्रिएट द 4 ब्लॉक्स एंड यहाँ पे CSE एंड एंडेड बाय दिस नल कैरेक्टर, राइट. सो दिस इज द एक्चुअल रिप्रेजेंटेशन फॉर दिस ब्लॉक एंड दिस नेम इज गोइंग टू होल्ड द बेस एड्रेस. ठीक है, यहाँ तक सबको पता है. तो ये जो स्ट्रिंग लिटरल, सो दिस इज अ स्ट्रिंग लिटरल, राइट, एंड दिस इज वन कैरेक्टर एरे. सो एज दिस इज अ कैरेक्टर एरे वी कैन मॉडिफाई द एनी एलिमेंट. सो इफ वी हैव वन स्टेटमेंट से नेम ऑफ 0 इज इक्वल टू से k, तो यस दिस स्टेटमेंट इज वैलिड. तो ये क्या करेगा, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस स्टेटमेंट ये जो एक्चुअल एरे है इसके 0 लोकेशन पे क्या असाइन कर देगा, k. सो दिस मॉडिफिकेशन इज पॉसिबल. वाई? बिकॉज वी आर पासिंग दिस स्ट्रिंग एंड दिस स्ट्रिंग इज बीइंग कन्वर्टेड इनटू द एरे, है ना. बट वन मोर वे वी कैन पॉइंट टू द स्ट्रिंग. तो फॉर दैट वी नीड टू यूज द कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर. सो लेट्स से दिस इज कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर से PTR जो कि CSE को पॉइंट कर रहा है. ठीक है, तो ये इंटरनली कैसे हो जाएगा, सो दिस PTR इज हैविंग द बेस एड्रेस ऑफ दिस CSE. ठीक है, तो इन दिस केस व्हेन वी आर ट्राइंग टू मॉडिफाई एनी कैरेक्टर से M या फिर K, तो इस वाले केस में क्या होगा, दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल, क्योंकि ये जो स्टार पॉइंटर है, सो दिस पॉइंटर इज पॉइंटिंग टू होल्ड द स्ट्रिंग. तो इसे अब ये क्या कंसीडर करेगा, ये जो यहाँ पे स्ट्रिंग है इसे वो क्या कंसिडर कर रहा है, स्ट्रिंग, राइट। बट इन दिस केस ये जो अपनी स्ट्रिंग है, ये वी हैव असाइन दिस स्ट्रिंग इनटू द कैरेक्टर एरे, सो देयरफॉर द मॉडिफिकेशन इज पॉसिबल, क्योंकि हमें पता है दिस इज द एरे, राइट। सो एरे में वी कैन एक्सेस दिस एरे एलिमेंट बाय सम इंडेक्स. So yes, this is possible, but when we are using some pointer to point the string, so this string is actually act as a string, it is not being converted into character array, so therefore we cannot modify this string literal. So yes, we are going to run this thing on a editor, but first understand it theoretically, right. तो सबसे पहले तो क्या करना होगा, हेडर फाइल इंक्लूड करनी होगी, राइट. सो आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग द कोड फ्रॉम इंट मेन, ठीक है. तो दिस इज इंट मेन वॉइड. देन एक स्ट्रिंग एरे को डिक्लेयर करना होगा, एक कैरेक्टर एरे को डिक्लेयर करना होगा. सो दिस इज से कैरेक्टर, दिस इज से नेम विथ साइज 4 एंड वी आर पासिंग से CSE, ठीक है. कि एक ब्लॉक क्रिएट हो जाएगा 4 साइज का, यहाँ पे CSE/0, सो दिस इज 0 1 2 3, ठीक है. एंड ये जो नेम है, दिस इज गोइंग टू होल्ड द बेस एड्रेस. तो अगर बेस एड्रेस 1000 है तो ये क्या करेगा, 1000 नेम में कंसिडर करेगा. अब मुझे क्या करना है, 1 by 1 इसको प्रिंट करना है. सो एज वी नो वी कैन एक्सेस दिस कैरेक्टर एरे बाय यूजिंग द इंडेक्स. तो अगर मुझे C प्रिंट करना है तो दिस नेम ऑफ 0 विल प्रिंट द C, देन दिस नेम ऑफ 1 इज गोइंग टू प्रिंट द S and name of 2 is going to print the E, right. So I know the length of this string is 3, so and we want to print this array, so definitely we need to use any loop, right. So let's see, I am using the while loop. So while my I is less than equal to say 2, right, then printf, as this is one character, so for character we have the access specifier as a %C, comma this name of I. अब I है यहाँ पे, तो definitely I need to declare one integer variable and जिसे मुझे इनिशियलाइज करना होगा 0 से, ठीक है. तो इसका क्या हो जाएगा, सो दिस नेम ऑफ 0 पहले प्रिंट कर देगा C, then name of 1 and name of 2. So definitely we need to increment this value of I, and finally this return 0, ठीक है. So let's analyze this program. तो सबसे पहले I की वैल्यू आ जाएगी 0. So it is like 0 is less than equal to 2, condition is true, print the name I. So name of 0 क्या था अपने पास, C, है ना. सो सपोज दिस इज अवर आउटपुट स्क्रीन. तो सबसे पहले C प्रिंट हो जाएगा, देन I की वैल्यू 1 से इंक्रीमेंट हो जाएगी. सो नाउ I की वैल्यू बिकम्स 1. सो अगेन 1 इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 2 यहाँ पे, राइट. सो दिस इज अवर वाइल कंडीशन. सो दिस कंडीशन इज ट्रू. अगेन अवर कंट्रोल कम्स इनसाइड दिस वाइल लूप. इट विल प्रिंट द S, दिस नेम ऑफ 1, then it increment the value of I. Now the value of I becomes 2. So 2 is less than equal to 2. Again condition is true. So the control will come inside. It will print the third character, that is E. And यहाँ पे अब value increment हो जाएगी, I की value हो गई 3. So in this case 3 is not less than equal to 2. So this condition becomes false. और control कहाँ पे आ जाएगा फिर, after this while loop. So if we have other operation, the control and the compiler will do that. Otherwise here we have the return 0 statement. Some small modification in this program. So if we don't know the length of this string, so we can write the condition something like this. So let's say this is our while. So I am writing the things from the while. So the array name, so let's say this array of I, and I must be initialized to what, 0, right. So this name of I is not equal to say null character. तो जब तक नल कैरेक्टर नहीं है तब तक क्या करना है, जस्ट do the print and increment the I. So whatever this logic is same, right? So why we are using this condition, this null character, because we know that internally जो कंपाइलर होगा वो क्या करेगा, यहाँ पे नल कैरेक्टर एंटर कर देगा. सो डेफिनेटली जब ये प्रोग्राम जैसे आई की वैल्यू इंक्रीमेंट होते जाएगी तो एट द एंड विल रीच एट द पॉइंट वेयर वी गॉट दिस नल पॉइंटर. Okay, so this is some modification. One more thing, if you know the array concept very well, so you know that this name of I, so let me write this thing here. So this name of I which we have used in this printf, right? So here है ना जो first percentage cn यहाँ पे जो लिखा है, so this name of I is similar to what, I of name, मतलब name of I की जगह पे we can write this thing too, है ना. आई ऑफ नेम भी लिख सकते हो या फिर इसे अपन लोग आई प्लस नेम एंड विथ पॉइंटर. मीनिंग क्या है, सेम ही है, बेस एड्रेस प्लस जो भी आई होगा उस वैल्यू को इनटू द साइज. तो अगेन आइदर यू राइट दिस नेम प्लस आई फर्स्ट एंड पॉइंटर. सो यस, ऑल दिस 4 स्टेटमेंट्स आर व्हाट, सेम. तो इंस्टेड ऑफ दिस नेम ऑफ आई यू कैन राइट एनी ऑफ दिस 4 statement. So your program will run successfully without any error. Okay, so our program will execute successfully without any error. So this is the simple program to print a string. Okay, so let's see how we can print the string by using the pointer. तो यहाँ पे सेम, अब यहाँ पे भी मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, इंट मेन से प्रोग्राम लिख रही हूँ. विल डिस्कस दिस थिंग ऑन द एडिटर, बट लेट्स डिस्कस दिस थिंग फर्स्ट हियर, है ना. तो अगेन अब मुझे क्या करना है, पॉइंटर का यूज़ करना है. तो यहाँ पे आई नीड टू डिक्लेयर वन कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर. सो फर्स्ट आई एम डिक्लेयरिंग वन एरे एंड हियर आई एम असाइनिंग सम स्ट्रिंग, say CSE. Okay, after this I am using one character pointer, say PTR, जो कि पॉइंट करेगा इस नेम को. so either I can write the name here or let me write this name into the second line. so this is semicolon, then this PTR is equal to name. तो अब मुझे पता है कि एज दिस इज़ अ कैरेक्टर एरे, तो इंटरनली पहले तो कैसे क्रिएट हो जाएगा, दिस इज सी, दिस इज एस, दिस इज ई, है ना, एंड फाइनली दिस इज नल कैरेक्टर. एंड ये जो नेम है इट इज़ गोइंग टू होल्ड द, दिस नेम इज गोइंग टू होल्ड द बेस एड्रेस, से 1000. सो वी हैव डिक्लेयर वन मोर पॉइंटर, कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर, जो कि है जिसका नाम है PTR. सो दिस इज अवर PTR एंड PTR अब क्या करने वाले हैं, वी आर दिस स्टेटमेंट PTR इज इक्वल टू नेम. सो वी नो दैट दिस वैल्यू ऑफ नेम इज व्हाट, 1000. तो PTR में अब क्या आ जाएगा, 1000. तो अब PTR भी किसे पॉइंट करेगा, दिस फर्स्ट लोकेशन को, C को, राइट. सो दिस इज द एरे नेम, बट एरे नेम होल्ड्स द व्हाट, बेस एड्रेस, राइट. So as this name is an array name for this character array, so definitely this name character array is holding the base address, and we are simply assigning this base address into the pointer. And now our as similar to our previous logic, we can use any loop, say while, then this star of PTR say is not equal to null character. So till we can increment this pointer and we can print the string. So let's say this is a printf and this is %c for one character, then this is PTR. Why PTR, why star PTR, because this is a pointer, है ना. So this star indicates the value at that location. If I only write this PTR, so it will print the address. Then what we want to increment this PTR. सो ptr अब प्लस प्लस करने से क्या होगा, सो दिस ptr इज एक्चुअली ये नेक्स्ट लोकेशन पे पॉइंट करता जाएगा, है ना. सो until our ptr reach to this /0 or null pointer, so तब तक ही this ptr value will be incremented by 1 and in the output screen we'll get the CSE as a output. So I hope I hope this program is clear. Okay, so let's see how we can use the printf statement to print the string. Okay, so again I am writing my program from main. So this is int main void. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले I need to declare one character array. So let's say this is character name and here I need to pass the size. ठीक है, now ask the user to enter the name. तो अगर मुझे यूज़र से पूछना है तो I need to write which statement, printf statement. So let me ask the user to enter your name, राइट. तो अब इससे क्या हो जाएगा, ये जो आउटपुट स्क्रीन है इसमें विल गेट द मैसेज एज एंटर योर नेम, राइट. ठीक है, सो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस printf will get the message like enter your name. So we know that when we want to take the inputs from the user, we have the function scanf. ठीक है, तो scanf is going to, the scanf function have the two parameters. एक होता है इसका access specifier. तो for the string we need to use the access specifier as %s, ampersand and name, right. But when we have to scan this string, so we don't add this ampersand. So the reason is that this name or the name, this character name is basically the pointer. So it is already a pointer, so that's why we don't need any ampersand. So ampersand indicates the address, but anyways this is a pointer, so the pointer is basically used to hold the address. So don't add any ampersand. So this is the one difference as compared to the primitive data types with this string data type. If we have the other data types like integer, character or float or any other, so that time we need to specify the ampersand. But as it is a string data type, or we can say the character array, so by default this name of this character array is nothing but the pointer. So therefore there is no need to add this ampersand symbol. And after, let's say the user has entered some name. So let's say the user has entered the name as Kranti, है ना. तो इसके बाद में क्या होगा, this is being saved inside this name array. ठीक है, and this name is going to point this string. Okay, now what we want to print this string. So in order to print this, by using this printf we are saying, so just write this printf statement and high %s, and what is our %s is the name of our array, and here this is our return 0 as we are writing the int main. Okay, so after this scanf the user is able to enter this string, and when the user found this printf, so the output message contains the hi Kranti, right. So this is the way, so this is how we can print a string on the console by using the printf statement. So यहाँ पे दो points याद रखने हैं. The first one is that to scan the screen we don't need to add the ampersand symbol, and for a string we have the % as a access modifier. Two disadvantage The first one is that whenever we are asking the user to enter the name, so the length of this string should not exceed with the size which we are specifying, right? क्योंकि यहाँ पे we have given the array size as a 20, तो यहाँ पे यूजर ने ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि 20 से एक्सीड कुछ स्ट्रिंग एंटर कर रहा हो, राइट? सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट थिंग. एंड द सेकेंड थिंग इज दैट, तो यहाँ पे क्या है, सो आफ्टर दिस क्रांति व्हेन यू प्रेस दिस एंटर बटन, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा, एग्जिट हो जाएगा. बट व्हेन यू हैव द स्ट्रिंग समथिंग लाइक दिस, से माय नेम इज से क्रांति इंगले, ऐसा ही होता है ना, फर्स्ट नेम सर नेम, और मे बी समटाइम्स you have like in some states like father's name. So in this case here we have the space, so this percentage s is scan only the first string, but for this next percentage, for this next string it needs the another percentages, the multiple percentage s. So this is not possible with this single scanf function, so it will scan till this scanf function is able to scan only the first word, right? So these are the two disadvantages. So in order to handle this thing, we have the two different function. So the first function is getS and the second function is putS. So let's see these functions. Okay, so as we have discussed earlier that scanf function is not able to read the multi-word sentence. So like whenever we have the more than one words which is separated by the space, so that time scanf function fails, right? So if you want to read the whole sentence or the any long string, so like multi-word sentence, so that time we have to use this getX function. So let me write the code. So I'm just writing the code from int main, है ना? So whenever you are going to write this code on the editor, so please write this header file. Then let me declare one array, say character name of size 20, ठीक है? Then printf statement. So I'm going to ask the user to enter the name, ठीक है? So because of this statement, in the output screen we'll get the message as enter name, right? So after this, if you look at our previous example, here we have used the scanf function, but to overcome the scanf function's failure, we are using the getS function. So in a getS we need to pass the name of that particular array, so where we want to store our data. So let's see if user have entered the input like this. So what is the work of this getS function? getS function को read करना है sentence और डेटा कैरेक्टर्स बाय कैरेक्टर अंटिल यूज़र एंटर ना प्रेस कर दे, ठीक है? तो जब यूज़र एंटर प्रेस करेगा तो इसका काम खत्म हो जाएगा एंड इट विल जंप टू द नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट. सो yes, we can either use the printf statement with %s to represent this, or we need to use the putS function. So this putS function will going to print this Kranti Ingle in the output screen, and let me write this return 0. So right, so why this return 0? Because our return type of main function is int. So this getS function will scan the character or scan the multi words until there is a enter keyword pressed by the user, and putS function is used to print the screen, to print the string, right? So okay, so this is all about the getS and putS. So let's see whatever concepts we have seen today on the editor. So this is one header file stadio.h. This is int main. You can specify void here, then return 0 for this integer. So let me declare one character array. So this is my character array with size 4, and I am passing the CSC as a int string to this character array. ठीक है. So yes, this is a warning that unused variable name, क्योंकि अभी तक हमने क्या किया है, this variable को we have not used anywhere. So let me run this code. So this is the message build success, and will not get any output because यहाँ पे we have not printing anything. ठीक है. So this is the one way. The second way is what? This character, let's say this str equal to, we can pass this CSE into the single character by character. So this is E, and finally /0 and semicolon. Okay, so these two declaration is same. So let's analyze the three cases which we have discussed earlier, है ना. So what was our case number 1? कि when we have the short length string, this printf is used to print the string, right? So let analyze the first case. So what was the first case? When we have the short length. तो short length means actually इसके लिए कितने blocks allocate करेगा compiler? 4 block. So let's see that we have allocated the 6 block. So right, so this is a short length string which we are assigning into the character array which is having the 6 block. So let's run this program. We'll get the output CSE without any compiler, without any error, either runtime or compile time. Our second case, so what was our second case? So our second case was related to when we have long length string. तो long length string मतलब क्या? ये जो string थी, this string that this CSE which we are assigning, इसकी length क्या होनी चाहिए? इससे long होनी चाहिए. So let's say we have the character array जिसका size है 1 and we are assigning this, and इसको अपन क्या कर देते हैं? Comment कर देते हैं ना, otherwise we'll get the redefinition, right? So here the character array है, उसका block कितना, block size है 1 and we are assigning this long length string inside this name. So let's run this program. तो we know that जब ये जो second वाला case है, what will happen? Only C will be printed because this S, E and null character is being truncated. राइट, तो यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे क्या हो गया? C बस प्रिंट हो गया. एंड इन सम कंपाइलर दे, लाइक as I told you earlier, the behavior of compiler will be unpredictable. So maybe for some compiler you will get the different output, है ना. So like after this C you will get the different thing. So this is our second case. Our third case was when we have the equal length, right? So let me write this case number 3. So this case number 3 is about the equal length. तो equal length मतलब क्या, किसकी किसकी equal length? So here the equal length means we are talking in terms of कि जो ये अपन CSE ये जो string है इसकी length and the block की length, if this both the lengths are same, then what will be the our compiler's behavior. ठीक है. So in this case we know that this CSE यहाँ पे even though the value is 3, the length is 3, but for internally it is acting, it will take the 4 block, right? So therefore this 4 is equal to this 3 length plus 1 for the null character. So if we run this program, we'll get the output as CSE. So for this Xcode this is running fine, but for some compiler the output will be different. Maybe you will get some any garbage value which is being printed on the screen. I hope this thing is clear. Okay, so let's start with this our first program where we want to print the string on the console. ठीक है. So in that first we need to declare one character array, and यहाँ पे we need to pass some size. So either we can use this curly bracket and single character we can pass, or we can simply pass the string inside the double quote. ठीक है? And either, so anyways we can, so the 4 is a minimum size which we need to pass, so we can pass any size greater than or equal to 4. So after this we are using some loop, so I is less than equal to 2, so the 2 is actually the length. So first I need to declare this variable I and need to initialize this I with the 0, right? Then inside this while loop अब मुझे क्या करना होगा, I need to write this printf statement, and one by one I want to print this character. So for character we know that the format specifier is %c comma this array name of that particular subscript. ठीक है? And then after printing the first character we want to increment this character so that this I is going to point the next character inside that array. ठीक है? So why we are passing the 2, because we so for like if you want to write this condition, so for this condition we must know the length of the string. So let me run this. So here we got the output as a CSE. So let me add this /n so that this last message will print on the next line. ठीक है? तो ये CSE कैसे प्रिंट हो गया, 1 by 1. So here we have passed the length of string. So instead of this we can use one more thing, that is by using the property of null character. So how we can do that? So name of I जब तक is not equal to, है ना, जब तक कब तक, जब तक when we don't get this /0. So till that point we are asking the compiler to print that first character, then increment the value of I. So let's run this program. Here we got the output as a CSE. So even though we have not passed the null character here, the compiler itself adds the null character because that is the property. ठीक है? So this is the one way. Again I told you something like, so instead of having name of I we can write this I of name too, है ना? इसका मीनिंग क्या है, सेम ही है. So even though if we write this or I plus name or बाहर star like pointer that value at that location, so these 4 statements are actually interchangeable. So definitely you will get the output or whatever string you are passing, that string is going to be printed on the screen. Okay, so I think this program is clear. Let's start with our second program where we uses the pointer, right? So by using the pointer, so let me comment this thing. And copy this thing inside this. So anyway we need some common thing here. Okay. So सबसे पहले तो क्या करना होगा, okay, so सबसे पहले we need this, okay, CSE is fine. After that we need one character pointer जो कि इस array को, this character array को point करेगा. So this ptr is equal to name. Then instead of having this name of I, we are checking with star pointer, means value at that location we are checking with whether that value at that location is null or not. If not null, then print that particular star ptr, means that value we want to be on screen, and after that we are incrementing the pointer. ठीक है? तो let me run this and I will explain you it one more time. Okay, so here CSE we got as an output. So what we are doing here, so we are using the character pointer. This character pointer, this ptr is pointing to this array, actually this name, क्योंकि ये this name, ये जो name है यहाँ पे, this name ये जो है, so this is actually our character array का name, है ना, this character array का name, and this name indicates the, or this name stores the base address of this string, and we are assigning this base address into this pointer. So we know that pointers are used to hold the base address. So here, because of this pointer is pointing to the same character array, and we know that when we are using the pointer, so when we use the star with this pointer variable name, so it means the value which is present at that location, right? So location by location, or we can say element by element, we are checking whether that particular value is null character or not. So when we get whenever we get this null character, so our program, this condition becomes false and while loop becomes end, है ना? And then ये जब condition false हो जाएगी तो while loop यहाँ से बाहर आ जाएगा, and because of this slash in, this statement will printed on the next line. So this is the second way where we have used the pointers to print the string, right? Then let's see our third possible way. So the third possible way was by using the printf and scanf. So let me write this thing inside the comment. ओके तो अब मुझे यहाँ पे क्या करना है, आई नीड टू यूज द सिंपल printf एंड scanf फंक्शन टू प्रिंट द स्ट्रिंग. तो सबसे पहले तो आई नीड टू डिक्लेयर वन कैरेक्टर एरे, देन आई एम प्रिंटिंग दैट एंटर योर नेम. ठीक है, तो एंटर योर नेम से क्या हो जाएगा, दिस मैसेज विल बी गेटिंग प्रिंटेड हियर. आफ्टर दैट यूजर विल एंटर सम वैल्यू, एंड वी नो दैट फॉर स्ट्रिंग द format specifier is %s, then this name. So this name is the name of array. So let's have a look. I have not used here the ampersand. So why we have not used this? As I told you earlier, this name is itself a pointer. So and we know that pointer is holding the base address, or the pointers are basically used to hold the address. So this is already holding some address. So that's why we are not using the address with this name, and simply by using this printf statement with this %s specifier, we are printing the string, right? So let me run this thing. So here we got this message, enter your name. So let me enter my name. So this is my name, Kranti. I enter, and okay, so let me add this slash so it is more visible. Okay, so I'm just okay, so this is asking us enter your name, that means our control is here. So let me enter my name. So my name is Kranti, enter. So when I enter, so by using this scanf, this program has so by using this scanf and with the help of this %s, so this Kranti has been taken as an input and it is being stored inside this character array name. After that, this printf statement with the help of this %s, this is printing the whatever value this name is having. Okay? So let me run this program one more time and let's observe some let's observe its disadvantage. So let's say if I enter something like this, है ना? So my name is Kranti English, so I have entered my name like this. So what we are expecting? We are expecting that our scanf function should scan the whole name. But whenever this scanf function gets any space, so this function ends the scanning to before that word. So basically the scanf functions are used to read the single word. So whenever we have the multi-word, this function is being filled. So when the user enters something like this, so this %s will only going to print the first word. So let me enter, right? तो यहाँ पे क्या हो गया, जो मेरा सरनेम है वो गायब हो गया. So in order to overcome this problem, we have the function getS, right? And inside the getS we need to pass the value we need to pass the array name. ठीक है, so let me run this. So here you observe that that we got one warning, right? So warning that this program is using the getters which is unsafe. So I will tell you this, but let me run this thing. So here I have entered the two word, right? So this is Kranti English, and when I press the enter, so this, because of this statement, अब क्या हो जाएगा, this both words are being what, captured. So why we got this error? Because the size of this array was the 4, right? And we have entered the data whose size is greater than the specified size. So in order to avoid this, we can use the fgetS function, where we need to pass the 3 parameters. So the first parameter is the name of the array, the second parameter is the total size we want to read, or whatever the size of our array, and the third is from where we are expecting the input. So this is a standard in, right? And okay, so let's run this thing. So this time will not get any error, but I will tell you something that, okay, so let me write this thing first. Okay, so now what we are expecting, that we are expecting that our this two word, this multi-word should get read by this fgetS, but here we have used this fgetS function and we have not got any warning. So why this warning was got before? Because that there is a problem of buffer overflow, right? So here the same problem has occurred, but because of this fgetS we are specifying that read till the 4 characters. If something is like if the user is entering the string whose length is greater than this 4, just truncate that. So even though we have entered this thing, so in output we will get the 4 words only. Okay, so let's run this. Oh, so I just need to enter. Okay, so right, this KRA. Why not the 4th character? Because the 4th character or the 4th block is being reserved to store the null character. So suppose I want to read this whole, then I have to pass the size which is at least greater than 13 or 14, whatever the total length, right? So if I enter here the Kranti English, so yes, this fgetS function is going to read this whole the word. So yes, you can use either the putS function. So putS is as simple as this. So we only need to pass the name of that array where we have read the words. So let me enter this name again, right? So by using this putS we can able to print the words on the screen. Okay, so I hope the today's session is clear. So this is the way we can write the like we can read the multi-word. Okay, so we have seen the 3 different methods to print the string. In the first method we have used the length, and so here we have used the length of string, or by using this character array comparison with the null character we can do that. In the second method we use the pointer, and we have declared one character pointer which is pointing to this our character array, and same logic, like until this character pointer will reach to null character, we are printing this array element character by character. And final is by using the printf and scanf. So printf and scanf is simple, but scanf function is having 2 problems. The first one is that the whatever the users are entering the string, that size should not exceed with the specified size. And the second problem is that when we are going to have the multi-word, so scanf function is not able to read the multi-word characters. So in order to handle this, there is a function gettS and putS function. So gettS function simply reads the data, the multi-word data, and it can like the putS function is used to put the data on the console. So again, more specifically we can use the fgetS function, because for some compiler you may get the warning like using the gettS is having the unsafe, because we know that there is a chance the user will enter the string length which is greater than the size specified, right? So hope you understand the today's session. So thank you so much. So hope you understand the today's session. Thank you so much. Okay, so in the next class we'll see something more about the string. So hope you understand the today's session. Thank you so much.